CZ's new EVO is the evolution of the Scorpion line of SMGs that officially began in 1961. The original Scorpion design was chambered in 32 ACP and made famous in the following movies, TV shows, and video games. Right here, Wyatt.
No, it's not going to be right there.
It's not going to be there?
It's going to cover the whole screen.
Okay. So now that we've reminded you guys about your favorite gun from GoldenEye, we're going to talk about this completely unrelated, different gun that is even spelled differently. I'm Steve with the Shooter's Edge. Today we're looking at the CZ Scorpion. So at a glance, the CZ Scorpion is a magazine-fed pistol caliber carbine with a blowback system, collapsing folding stock, and a pick rail handguard. Let's take a closer look in the top down. Now this is a mostly polymer rifle chambered in 9mm. The Scorpion comes with a hand stop. The hand stop is factory installed. Going a little bit further back, it has an MP5 style charging handle. The charging handle is not permanently attached to the bolt, so it does not cycle back and forth with every pull of the trigger. And like every great 80s movie, you can slap it down to chamber it. There we go. So moving further back on the rifle, we find our magazine release. The magazine release on this guy is ambidextrous. That means you can use it on either side. One, you can use the thumb on your support hand and rock it out like so. Two, you can kind of knock it out with your trigger finger. Can you get that for me, buddy? You'll notice that the Scorpion uses its own proprietary magazines. Why is that important? Well, they're gonna be harder to get and they might be a little bit more expensive. So this guy here is not ambidextrous. This is your bolt release, and this thing is massive. It's one of those things where it's secondary to the charging handle, but it's there if you need it. Moving a little bit further back, you will recognize this from almost any MP5 if you've ever shot one. This is almost identical. It's an ambidextrous safety selector. That, of course, is super easy to use. So moving further towards the rear, we have our pistol grip. The pistol grip is a smooth plastic. There's a tiny amount of grip texture to it, but definitely not a lot. All right, our stock. Our stock can be folded by pushing in on this button here. It actually has a magnet on this side, and this will touch with our frame to hold it in place like this. The rifle can be shot in a folded position, as the stock does not cover the ejection port here. CZ includes their own open sights. Both the front sight and rear sight are adjustable. The rear sight has 4 aperture positions depending on how far away your target is. If you guys are looking to put a sling on your rifle, there are sling loop attachments on both the left and right side of this guy here. If you enjoy shooting this rifle like a pistol and you want to shave off a little bit of weight, you can easily do that, and let me show you how. So fold your stock. You have a little button there that you can kind of see. Push that in, and you can slide the stock up like this and take it off. That'll save you a little bit of weight if you're going to shoot this guy like a pistol and pretend to be Judge Dredd.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
You don't look ready.
Just adrenaline, sir.
The MP5 style charging handle was really easy to use. It kind of gives it a little funky, fun edge to the gun. Something else that stands out about the CZ Scorpion is that it is made almost entirely of polymer. At first, you might not like that. It was a little bit of a dissatisfier for me until I glanced at the price tag. All this plastic keeps this thing totally affordable and incredibly lightweight. This would be compared to something like the SIG MPX I just happen to have over here in my duffel bag that is twice as much money, twice as heavy, and almost entirely metal. And there's a lot more differences than just the polymer. I won't touch on that right now. New videos weekly. Next one might be the MPX. So if shooting this thing like a rifle is a little bit too easy, you can push this little button in on the stock, flip it over, a magnet will hold it in place, and then you can pretend you are Judge Dredd for the rest of the day, which is a lot of fun. Now, I've heard this from about 4 or 5 different people that have shot this exact rifle here on a range day. The ambidextrous safety selector, when flipped to the off position, actually gets in the way of your trigger finger when you go to squeeze the trigger, depending on how you hold it. I suppose you could shave it off or Dremel it down slightly because it is just the tip that touches. All right, okay, something that was a little bit of a learning curve for me was the magazine release. Now, at first I was doing it with my trigger finger because I kind of liked it, it was comfortable. Then I learned to do it with the thumb on my support hand. It's a little bit of a learning curve, and after doing it like 4 or 5 times, it was just a piece of cake. My only concern was the pistol grip was a little bit smooth, given there's almost no abrasion here on that plastic. So without the gloves on, I found my hand slipping a little bit, but aside from that, it was actually really comfortable to hold on to and move around quickly. I can honestly say that after putting about 300, 400 rounds through this guy, we didn't experience a single issue, none, zero. No stoppages, no misfires. It worked 100% of the time. Because these are sold as rifles, not pistols, your magazine is going to be pinned at 5 here in Canada. That's a little frustrating. I wish this were classified as a pistol. It's like you can only have like this much fun before you have to reload. So that's a little annoying. If you're in the US, your laws may vary. I have no idea. You guys probably have drum mags this big that have a bazillion rounds in them. If you're in Texas. But I'm still a fan of you guys. Freedom! This was the most accurate rifle slash pistol I've shot in a long, long time. Recoil on this was a 0, like literally a 0. We even played around and I ran across from target to target while shooting, and I hit everything I pointed at. There wasn't any muzzle rise whatsoever, so it was just on target, on target, on target. As far as firearms go that I've shot in this last year, I would rank this as #1 amongst my most favorite firearms that I've shot. At the price point around $1,200, this thing is like an affordable smile on your face. I am the law.
I am the law.
How's that? So I rate this guy 9 out of 10 actual scorpions. I'm Steve, thanks for watching, see you next time. Sting. So the new CZ Steve-03, you didn't see that one coming, did you? Stun, lethal, incinerary, incendiary. Moshi Moshi. No, I'm filming a YouTube video. I totally missed that call.